Hi Pisces, welcome to your reading for December 2021. This is going to be for Pisces Sun, Moon, or Rising. Um, you know, I feel like you've had a rough ride of it for 2021. And now that the year is coming to an end, it's like the final push of the universal year 5. I just feel like what you have been learning, and maybe the final pushes in December, is how to open up your awareness to what do I want to say, potentially better outcomes, that type of thing. But in some way, that probably means something needs to end. Um, this is a good time for you really to focus on your career also. And I feel like not pushing more than need be. You know what I mean? Like being aware of your energy, so that you're not pushing. Because, I feel like what it's saying is sometimes we push for something that really wouldn't serve you. And so the universe pushes back. Now, maybe I move into something anyway, but then all that resistance, it's like good for 5 minutes and then hell for the rest of the time. So, of course, there's a lesson in that, right? Um, and I feel like that is what it's talking about, is you opening your awareness um, to infinite possibilities, really. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to use the Mother Mary deck and get our words of advice. We'll read it at the end where it's just so fitting. We have Mother, feminine energy. I open my heart to my mother's humanness and her divinity. Some of you may be going through, or you've been going through. Interesting enough, it's like I feel like a situation that maybe as a child your mother had gone through, or maybe even before you were here. So I almost feel like I'm following the footsteps, and now I'm having the awareness of maybe something. I think back to when I was an early mother and trying to juggle everything, and it wasn't hard. I mean, it was hard for this Virgo girl. Um, but nonetheless, and so what I'm saying is, at that time I had a realization, appreciation of my mother doing that with 4 children. And, so anyway, I often feel this is mothers who've also crossed over who are here to help guide you now. I often get the feeling from Mother, your uniqueness, your creation, what you're going to create within 3. Anyways, I often get like the energy of many mothers who feel that they help you, they're able to help you better there. And when I say there, I mean right there, like in the afterlife, than they were here on earth. Okay. We have the 5 of Swords, which is a little fitting, being that we are ending the universal year 5. It looks all scary here, but it's just the realization of, toxic energy, toxic thoughts, toxic people, whatever it may be, it has become toxic to me. And I feel like, you know, I have no choice. Maybe if I want to move on, you know what I mean, or open myself to possibilities, I have no choice but to cut that tie. And it could be a tie to like an energetic cut. It's easy to get pulled into the Five of Swords. It's a lot of kind of mental type energy, and it's not the energy you like. It's a lot of like miscommunication or just kind of all of that. But it's about, well, it is about ending it. I know that. Here is the Seven of Pentacles. You know, anytime you see the Seven of Pentacles, whatever it's coming around, I feel like it's saying this is really just a life's lesson. One of your life's lessons. And, you know, there's no fail or pass. There's just, you get through it when you get through it, right? When you have that awareness of what, you know. And then the Seven of Pentacles puts to me first of all, it talks about patience. You know, a seed that needs to come to a full, you know, full fruition. You know, if I water it, it will grow. If I ignore it, it will blow away. We have the Knight of Cups. Interesting. Dang it. We have the Ten of Swords. Okay. Which says this is interesting energy. We have the Page of Cups. You know, some of you, you know, where does that deep, maybe pain come from? I feel like it is saying it may be tied back to your mother or back to your childhood. You know, and I feel it almost like not getting or not feeling the love. And I don't know, like I see that Five of Swords, boom. What is it mirrored by? The Ten of Swords. I feel like it's almost saying like if we this five, you know, fives are always about a stop. Let's stop. Let's look. Let's examine. How am I feeling? You know, what would better serve me? It's about truth, right? It's like you can't ignore it. And it's about change. So it's not about staying in it, though many times we do. And I feel like that is what it's saying, that this five then goes into a 10. Almost like I was saying earlier, it's like I am now carrying my mother's energy or her experiences, kind of. I can still tell you there's something to be learned in there. You know, maybe you're the one who cuts this tie, for this energetic tie, for eternity, for every life to come, every generation to come. You know, the Knight of Cups is about a cup coming towards you. It's traveling through the Seven of Pentacles energy, you know. Seven of Pentacles, again, patience. We have the Four of Swords. Well, here's why the patience was required, and it was just going through the healing process of it all. And a lot of times that healing process starts with our own awareness, our own understanding. Doesn't mean we approve. Anyways, I feel like the seed is, you know, it's there. It's still on the tree. It hasn't fallen from the tree yet, but it may not be time. You know, what are you healing? You're healing yourself. You're healing your inner child. You know why? Well, because you're not meant to just stop at this point of your life and just be. There's more to come. You know, there's other seeds on that tree. There's a knight coming in. Wow, we have the Ace of Pentacles. That's kind of beautiful. This is about, you know, something. Why did I feel like you had the Knight of Pentacles here? You don't. But I just feel the energy of the Knight of Pentacles, which is really your guardian angel. Could be your mother. Here's an ace that's coming into your physical world. It's tangible. It's right under that Knight of Cups. When does it come? It comes after the Four of Swords. It's like right now, for some, you're in the healing process. And, but I often feel like when we're in our healing process, sometimes when we're at our lowest, we have our greatest ideas, our greatest epiphanies. And maybe it took, you know, the dark to see the light. Okay, we just had a lot of cards come out. We have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Communication. You know, I just feel like there's been some really difficult communication in your life. I feel like there has been definitely some mental, you know, energy that has played within your mental thoughts and mind. Almost like, you know, it can make you submissive to it. You can have the realization anytime. It doesn't have to happen at the 5. It just so happens, it's like showing us a mirror, showing us, you know, here's the 5, boom, there's the 10. Dang it, we have the 9 of Swords. You know, it's almost like someone else controlling you, controlling your mind, controlling your thoughts. It just doesn't feel like you. It doesn't feel like you. It feels like maybe you have created. Interesting. It just doesn't feel like you. We have the Palace of Wands. Look at this. We have the Palace of Cups, right by the Palace of Wands. Palace of Cups is coming, first of all, under that Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, you know, when you see a knight, you know that it's bringing you something. Something's moving towards you, whether it be energy. The Ace of Pentacles tells me it's something or someone like physical, someone I can touch, something I can touch, that type of thing. It's definitely based within, you know, cups, energy, watery energy with the Palace of Cups. And then I'm just looking down, here's the Chariot. More water. So, you know, simply you may be, or you may have the ability to like move yourself out of this difficult mental type energy that holds you down, right? And you know, you have to like just see your part in it, because at the 10 of Swords, I feel like eventually I have to know that like these swords just keep coming at me and keep coming at me. You know, I may have wanted one thing, I may have wanted love, but you know, maybe I didn't feel it. Whether that's related to your mother or someone of the past. Queen of Swords can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. Like her sword is pointing right up to that 10 of Swords. It's almost like she knows. She knows. But the Chariot seems to be the freedom from that. Okay, what else do we have? We have the Devil, card of Capricorn. You know, when you just look at that card, you can see how someone feels trapped, right? Like, I'm trapped um, in this burning building, but you're not. Like, the door is wide open, the path is right there to get out of it. Um, but I don't. I don't see it. I don't feel it. You know, it can be, you know, just influence, right? Feeling influenced, powerless. Simply could be a Capricorn. Um, you know, but I'm definitely feeling that energy. There's a lot of difficult energy, but you know, to match it, there's a lot of beautiful energy. So, anyways, we have the Devil, and then with the Devil, we have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, potentially. You know, it's interesting. They both have like this flame behind them, right? Even though this is fire card and this is Earth, but they both have that same flame. So you know, I definitely feel energy of feeling controlled. Interesting. You know, but you're not. It's like feeling like your power has been stripped away, but it hasn't, right? It's just what I feel. That's what the Nine of Swords is definitely saying. You know, this is my fear. This is what I have created out of, you know, the pain and the heartache. I've created this, and this is, you know, the nine is you. And always an opportunity to reflect upon it, like, you know, because it speaks of unnecessary worry. Unnecessary worry. And boy, do I definitely feel like that's something you've been learning. Like, this whole thing feels like this is where you've been. Maybe that's why we're at the five, right? We're doing the last month of Universal Year 5. And I did feel that energy of, you know, listen, maybe you're faced with some mirrors, and that mirror is truth. It's just your truth. There's no judgment. It's just truth, right? You know, don't put that judgment on yourself. And I don't know. I don't know. I want to say, you know, you're learning not to put it on your mother either. But I don't feel like that's for everyone. Okay, let's bring in the Gilded Tarot. There's a lot of cards here. You know, I feel like each line tells the story. You know, the Five of Swords with the Page of Cups under that. You know, it's definitely how it affected, like, your inner child. How you feel about yourself. You know, your emotions. That type of thing. And then the Nine of Swords under that. You know, of course, it's going to lead to, like, it's like the feeling of doom and all that. But I feel like, you know, listen, doesn't mean there's not things I got to get through, and things are difficult. It's just saying, the Nine of Swords is like, I'm thinking the worst, you know, is always going to happen type of thing. So it stems from something of the past. You know, and listen, if it's like the universe wants you to clear or clean your emotional house, that can even be a good thing. That means that something wants to come in. And I feel that's what the Knight of Cups is. It's like, it's what wants to come in, but you know, I don't know. Maybe it comes in anyways. However, if it's met with like the Ten of Swords, I don't know that it could be what it's meant to be, because the Knight of Cups is moving to the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like it's meant to be. Doesn't mean it has to be. Doesn't mean it will be. Okay. We have, look at that, we have the Queen of Wands, but she's in reverse. And then we have, look at this, the Knight of Cups. It's like the Knight of Cups now surrounds you. And it's interesting how this Queen of Wands is in reverse. You know, maybe somebody had aggression. I don't know. I do feel like someone had, like, communication was harsh and hard and hurt, you know, and affected you on an emotional level. And I feel like, you know, you're just seeing it. You're having that realization. Because I feel like you want better, right? You know, I know some feel trapped within something, but you're not. I mean, here's the healing. All you have to do is ask for it and then allow it. You have to allow. You know, and then the Ace of Pentacles. And what am I holding? Anyway, so this Queen is in reverse. And then here is the Knight of Cups. In a way, I feel like for some of you, it's like your mother's energy that may have left this earth, but, you know, there's her love. You know, I feel like a knight is bringing in the light, like unconditional love. You know, I don't know if this matters, but I feel like, you know, for those who have crossed over, I feel like they're no longer that way, if you know what I mean. If that helps. You know, and we each have, I feel, our own life review. And it's not to hurt us, it's to show us and teach us. But the more that we can figure out down here, I feel like that's the, you know, like, I'm going to figure it out here. I'm going to, you know, when I cross over, I'm going to, you know, I'm going to go back wise. We have, interesting, these are like your cards. So now we have the Nine of Cups, and it's coming in reverse. Over the Seven of Pentacles. It's funny, all this love that's coming towards you. In a way, like this Nine of Cups in reverse, it's almost like I'm not allowing it, right? This is where, you know, feels like the cups are all draining. That might not be a bad thing, right? Because I drain it, I flip it back over, they're full. You know, they're empty, so they can be full again. Anyways. We have the Empress, so we have a lot of mother energy here. And look at this again, attached to the Knight of Cups. You know, I feel like, you know, and I'm saying mother, but this could be just be someone who, like, took the role of mother in your life. You know what I mean? You know, because it's like, you know, don't just remember, you know, the mothers who didn't do so well. Remember the ones who also, you know, are the ones that you went to. And I just feel like love is coming to you in all directions. You know, it's like they see this Nine of Cups in reverse, and they don't want it. They don't want it for you. We have the Death card. You know, Death card's coming right over that Ten of Swords. And I'm just going to be bold and just say what I feel. Like, it is time to, like, no more swords in the back. I need to understand how I got from the 5, you know, maybe up until the 5, it really wasn't your fault. But from the 5 to the 10, I feel like then becomes, I'm not going to say your fault, but your choice, you know, easy or hard. And maybe I took the hard road. And we all do, right? We all do. So anyways, I feel like, you know, this is just being very clear, like, that has got to end. that, you know, that door needs to close. This is like the, you know, the final push to the illumination that you need to close those doors. And then we have the King of Swords. Interesting, we have the King and the Queen over here. By the way, the Death card is the card of Scorpio. I better say that. I feel like someone will be yelling. And, you know, and the Empress, I don't feel is just mothers. I also feel what it's talking about is you yourself and you like blossoming into the energy of the Empress. You know, what we want to remember within the Empress is that there's no need to be fearful or, you know, to send out swords ahead of us, because our intuition, our energy, we have learned through our experiences. There's no other way to learn it but through the experience. Can ultimately bring you to a certain, you know, bring you to fulfillment, which I feel is the Empress. And she's someone who, you know, she's loving, she's nurturing, but she's strong and she's wise. So I feel like, especially with this Nine of Cups, I feel like it's showing me that a lot of you, you know, you're not feeling this joy, this satisfaction within your life. And I just feel like you got a lot of love coming towards you. I don't even know why. Well, I guess maybe for some of you, it's like if you close that door, which does look like a difficult door, right? I got to just look in the mirror. I got to see it. Be honest, be truthful. Don't just buy what someone's selling. You could talk about a father and the child, and then the mother over here. We have the Seven of Wands. You know, I simply think what that is you getting pulled in, like, and because it puts you in defensive energy, right? I'm defending myself, and that's good. But sometimes, like, sometimes what's that saying? Sometimes it's just not worth it. You know, how can I enjoy myself when I feel like I'm in like this, you know, it's anxious and defensive, almost like I'm waiting, and I'm ready to attack. Listen, not without purpose. You know, it's understandable, but it is unneeded, because that's what you're healing. We have a card here flipped over. The World. So how beautiful. The World is coming with the Ace of Pentacles. You know, it's the next chapter. I feel like it's 2022. I feel like it's saying, you know, this ace in some way is an opportunity to expand your physical world. And I do feel like for some of you it may be love. And then I think of the Empress and I think of the creativity. December, I feel like is going to be a great month for you, in your creativity and also like in your financial sector. But again, don't push what doesn't want to be pushed, and feel like trust in yourself, that if something is coming towards you that is of a negative way, you'll feel it, you'll know it. So, you know, the World's here. The next chapter. It says that you're ready. You know, but you have to know that. You know, you maybe find that you're defending something that you want to do. And, you know, I feel like if you feel called to do it. Because it doesn't feel like some of the energy around you is the energy that can build you. Maybe more, you know, weigh you down. So then, therefore, looking for their opinion. Why? You know what I mean? And you know, and I feel like some of these things are just like, it's almost like people can't help it. They can, but they have to come to their own awareness in their own time, and that we just got to accept that, right? We can't force certain things. And in no way are we ever meant to like stop our life, but we do need to understand where we've been. So if we know where we're going, right? We don't want to go back. We have the Five of Wands. You know, I don't know. I feel like the female side here is the creating more havoc than anything. Maybe not, but I'm kind of feeling that. Though I do have the king over here too. I don't know, but then I have the king kind of like in part of the story on the child side. We have the Four of Swords. Four Swords coming over that Nine of Swords. You know, that's beautiful. And again, that's healing. Um, it's healing your mind. This is the second time the Four of Swords has shown up for you, so it's important, right? It's important that I heal this component. And this one is my mind and thinking that I can't, right? I can't. I can't. I won't be successful. Think the opposite. You can. You can. And you will. You can. And you will. Don't take, you know, I feel like be leery of the opinions you take. Know where they come from. Know what kind of energy they're coming from. You know, if they're attached to any kind of like darkness, then why do I want their opinion anyway? You know, I feel like in the Nine of Swords, I'm finding that just a lot of unnecessary weight that I'm carrying. It makes perfect sense why, but nonetheless, there's a lot of weight. And it's time to let it go. Again, it's unnecessary. It's recognizing the pain, right? It's recognizing the Three of Swords. But beyond that, we have the Two of Pentacles, and you saw how it like used my thumb and flipped itself around. So we got to do it. I mean, we don't have to, but I feel it. Look at this, and we have the Two of Wands in the upright. It's almost like some people denying, saying no to the next chapter, and others willing to go, eager to go. I may feel in this energy that I'm not strong enough, I'm not ready, and that's fine, as long as you are allowing yourself to heal and be real, and you know, like you're going through true awareness of you. You know, first of all, you start to learn that you're like the spirit warrior, and I don't know, I feel like the harder the lessons, the bigger the rewards, like when you cross over. I don't know. Especially, maybe that's why I'm thinking now I'm going to figure them out in this lifetime. Maybe like the reward is even greater because I did figure it out. I did forgive. I did understand. I did, you know, I was true to me, true to what I want in my life, not allowing my past to hold me back any longer. You know, I feel like other people's opinions of you, you know, no longer accepting them, because I feel like they have been holding you back. And I feel like this ace is showing for you. It's showing for you, right? It's opening up the portal of the world for you. It is sitting above the Palace of Cups and the Knight of Cups above it, you know, so it may speak for some that even though the Wand is about a passionate new beginning, let's say, it's the willingness to walk through the gate. Here, maybe not. Here, I think I'm ready. And maybe that's all it has to be, is I think that I'm ready. I think I'm ready. Let's give it a shot. It's the beginning. It's just the beginning. You know, and I feel like this may be something that may be step by step. And that may be just what you need. So sometimes slow moving things can be good, because you don't want to miss the in-between, right? You don't want to miss it. Anyway, so we're moving to the Chariot. Card of Cancer, I don't know if I said that. The Chariot is mirrored by the Nine of Swords, so I feel like with the Chariot here, it is saying the overcoming of, you know, the Chariot is about mind control and the balance of the masculine and the feminine, the light and the dark. My mind can take me wherever I want it to go. I have to know that power within me. In the Chariot, I feel like I am. And again, I feel like it may be slow moving, but nonetheless, it's moving. Nonetheless. You know, don't be who you don't want to be. Don't be who you don't want to be. Be who you just really are. We have the Six of Wands, which is beautiful. It's the energy of victory. You know, it's also the energy of, at the end of the day, you know, if I look at this, this may be something where I end up doing within my life. It may be work that I'm called to, where other people are very receptive to it. This is alluring type energy, you know, like I want to hear what you've got to say. So your experiences certainly may be helping others. And maybe you know it, maybe you don't. Maybe you're writing a book, you're giving a speech. Maybe you're just using it within and starting something new. I feel like whatever it is. And then, hello, you know, if I'm starting a business, perfect energy. This is the boss. This is, you know, business ownership. This is the leader of the people. Again, I couldn't have become the leader without, you know, walking the footsteps of the people, because they wouldn't look up to me, right? We have to know that, you know, our leader understands the hardships of the everyday people. We have to know that. I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm also noticing we have the Emperor and the Empress. And then we have two more. We have, hello, Fool. And then we have the Knight of Swords. You know, the Fool is the answer, because the Fool is the one who's saying, yes, I'm willing to take a leap. The Fool has made the decision not to carry, not even thinking about it really, the past any longer, right? It's like, past be gone. Because the Fool is leaping forward, almost aimlessly. You know, something is calling me that way. And then you have the Knight of Swords coming in. I know I haven't been saying many signs. I don't know if I said Emperor is Aries. It's because I'm feeling a lot of them, more of their energy. So you have the Knight of Swords, and, you know, it's almost like a phone call coming in and you not picking up the receiver, like the old-fashioned, you know, in my time, my young, you know, when I was young, the phone where you picked up the receiver. You know, I'm seeing some of us aren't picking it up. I shouldn't say that. Maybe you do. I don't know. I kind of feel like you're not. We have the Five of Swords. So you can see where the influence comes from. We have the Four of Cups. You know, I feel like I'm talking to this person over here now. And this is the one who maybe is not ready or willing to let go of or see clearly that Five of Swords, right where we started, right? And that 5, boom, turns into the 10. That 10 becomes the 9 of Swords, which is worry and, you know, I don't trust myself, I don't trust my thoughts, you know, like my thoughts are not my own, type all of that. But nonetheless, it's like, you know, don't think the universe hasn't been paying attention, because the healing that you're requesting is here and available, and you got to allow yourself to have it. Don't fear the future, because truth be told, you haven't really created it yet. And that's going to be up to you. And that's when I feel these two twos here. Like, you know, Two of Wands, I'm going to go. Two of Pentacles, I am picking up the phone. Four of Cups is energy like that also. Like, I daydream about what I want, but do I move into it? So Two of Wands would move you into it. I daydream about this cup. The Knight is right here. I have no clue what I'm just thinking for a second. This is about this time of reading. I'm thinking, what am I going to call this reading? What am I going to title it? Because the title means a lot to me. Because I want it to mean a lot to you. Look at this with the Chariot coming over the Chariot. Double Cancer, Aries. Beyond all that, I feel like, listen, I feel like it's just talking about getting you ready and you getting yourself ready to meet this next chapter with all that you have and not all that you have lost. I feel like, you know, that Nine of Cups that's in reverse, there's love like surrounding it. You got to allow yourself to feel it, be open to it. You know, it's universal love, yes. But it's also, I feel like for some, like your guides, many it's your mothers. But I also feel guides, you know. And I feel like, you know, more almost like in Guardian Angel. Like, you know, like I'm leading this. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it there. And the reason why is because I feel like, you know, this is a either I do or I don't type energy. I think the Ace of Pentacles shows no matter what. I feel like it shows no matter what. And I feel like some, you know, are going through the healing process. And I feel like when you know you're ready, you're ready. And that just means you're ready to like open up to what is new. You know, the Death card, I feel like it's very clear what door needs to be closed, and that is that of the Ten of Swords. Yes, it's created by others, and for some, mothers. And, you know, it can be mothers and then, you know, boyfriends and girlfriends and then husbands and what, you know, it can carry on. And only I can close that door. It's almost like acceptance of, okay, you know, you are what you are, you know, you are who you are, but that doesn't mean I have to be that also. For some of you, I feel like you're cutting an energetic tie that, good for you. And I feel like, you know, the future generations would thank you for that, because you may be literally cutting a tie. I feel like that Nine of Cups is going to flip over. And that is you. It starts with you. And then listen, it can talk about love coming in, certainly talking about creativity and money. Again, I feel like ideas and epiphanies, inventions, partnerships. But it'd be hard to be in a real partnership if, man, if I have all that sword energy like hanging over me. Oh, it'd be difficult to be in a relationship because how can I be open? Like, there's no way. There's no way. Right? There's too much. Too much. And maybe I feel a sense of that I have to carry it around. But truth be told, you do not. You do not. And you're not meant to. You are meant to look at it. And, truth be told, many of us ask for difficult lives. And I feel like the reason being, and that's our spirit, not our humanness. We're not like, hey, give us the most difficult challenges, bring it on. No, it's our spirit and wanting to truly expand in this lifetime. The emperor, I can't become the emperor if I don't understand the needs of the people. And I understand because I've been there. Some of you, it's like that is your story, right? You're coming from, from like the back alley, and then you're turning it all around and you're becoming this emperor, right? You made that travel. I had nothing. I started with nothing, and look what I can build. So, anyways, I'm going to stop talking, but I want you to listen to this mother card because I have a feeling it's going to be important. I know a lot of people, they turn it off right here, and I think it's a shame because I always feel like these words are profound. All right, mother. This card says that your current situation is rooted in your feelings about your mother. The first thought that springs to mind right now is exactly what needs to be addressed and healed. Regardless of your mother's lifestyle or history, you are the one currently living with your feelings. So, Mother Mary seeks to support you in gently adjusting the way you view your past to give you more freedom in your present and future life. As you hold a compassionate viewpoint towards your mother and see her as a fallible human who is doing the best that she could, you heal in profound ways. Having a healed viewpoint concerning your mother allows you to be more open to receiving God's gifts, help from others, and messages from the divine. Ask Mother Mary for assistance in releasing any old or heavy emotions connected to your mother so you can better enjoy each moment of your life. Beautiful. I feel like where we began, we now end. I love you guys. As always, thank you for the beautiful support in my work and your many, many ways. Thank you for your donations. This month they're going to my daughter who, the house she was renting came up for sale, and they boom, she has to be out, boom. So, and so anyways, I'm not going to give you the whole sad story, but it's kind of like the tower. Any donations are going to her. Just want to let you know that. I want to thank you for sharing with your social media platforms. I really appreciate it. I see it, I notice it, and I love it. Because I feel like it does take us to allow these messages to get out, right? To each, let them out. This feels very, very profound, but I have to tell you, it feels like it has to be, because this is the ending of a universal year 5. And moving into universal year 6, it's a very balanced year. It's a time when truly, many people can get married in a universal 6 year. So, and there's a lot of harmony. Now, it doesn't mean there has to be, right? I can drag all the baggage with me if I choose, or I can walk into this next portal like the full, free and clear. So, anyway, I love you guys. I will see you next time at the table. Bye-bye.